Hey, it's Matt, BlindGuysGarage, and today we're ripping our LS motor down and getting it ready to go in our project car. So here's where we're at right now. I've already kind of started, and I didn't really start videoing, but here you go. Little 5.3 4L60E transmission. All the wiring harness is right there that came off of it. The computer's done in there somewhere. There it is. And we're going to rip it down. So I am probably not going to make y'all watch all this nonsense, but I'll bring you in for little clips as we get it stripped down. This should be a pretty short video. Short version of the story is, the first thing we got to do is get that stupid fan off the front of the motor. So we'll start there. All right, this motor is a greasy, nasty, dirty mess. So here we are. Intake, coil packs. Only really two things we care about off the motor, and then the engine itself. And transmission. Whew. What y'all think? It's a greasy nightmare mess, wouldn't you say? Alright. Well, now we got her stripped down. Sitting here in the back of the truck, stripped down. We're going to drag her out with that engine hoist after I clean off the front tailgate. And we're probably going to pull her out and pressure wash her. So, let's get started. Alright. 5.3. Fresh, just had a head gaskets done. Nah, just kidding. Either way, here's where we're at right this moment. Don't look bad. Looks a lot better than it did, that's for sure. It's not perfect. It looks a lot better than it did. Probably end up doing this one more time tomorrow, where we can actually kind of see what we're doing, considering, I mean, most of the trash came off of it. Actually, it don't look that bad. I mean, there's still some spots, but we'll soak it one more time tomorrow. I just was trying not to do it tomorrow because it's going to rain all day. But here we go. That's where we're at. So, see y'all tomorrow. All right, well, I think we're as done as we're going to get out here. So now we're going to use the four-wheeler to drag it back inside. Not a bad idea. Yes, I know. I'm pulling on the crankshaft. Here's where we're at. Oh, that looks bad. The bell housing come really clean. Transmission come decently clean. All the grit and grime from where this oil sending unit's been leaking, it's gone. Or was leaking. Maybe it was even that camshaft sensor right there leaking down the block. We're still got to scrape some up here on the head surfaces, and of course we got to pull the plugs. So let's get this thing in the shop and go from there. All right, well, I don't know what I last showed you on this thing. It's been a few days since I've touched it, so here we are. As you can tell, there's other things going on in the shop. Yeah, we'll look there. All right, now we'll go back to here. All right, so she looks pretty good after pressure washing it. I'm gonna come back through and have to clean out some cracks and all, but not a big deal. You know, like right in here, just needs to be scraped and cleaned up real good. And apparently I didn't do a great job pressure washing, but so the next thing is, here we go. Here's the back side of it. It looks pretty good on this side. Transmission come really clean. I'm kind of curious if it got rebuilt sometime in its life, because simple pressure washing, it typically doesn't bring it that clean. But yeah, so here we are. There's where we at right now. We're going to break it down, get the valley cover off, timing cover, change the rear man seal and the oil pan, and clean the valve covers up. Oh yeah, and the inside of the motor actually looks pretty good. I mean, it comes back with oil residue, but it's not sludge, so that's always nice. Good signs for the motor. Let's get started. All right, here we are on a LS motor. We got it broken all as far down as we're going to take it. Or as far down as we plan to take it anyway. Here she is. Pretty clean, actually. I mean, it's not full of sludge in here. So, I mean, and here's your valley plate. I mean, when you wipe your hands through it, it's oil, but it's not sludge. So at least whoever had it took care of it. Changed the oil like they're supposed to, I would assume. We do have to get these two bolts out of the head right here. This one here. Probably do a separate video on those. But we'll weld the nut to it and pull it out. I don't know, we might do it on the channel right here real soon. But, so this is as far as we're going to break it down. We're not pulling the heads, we're not doing none of that. So, next will be putting covers and parts back on it, painting parts, whatever we're going to do. Let's get to it. Alright, and here we go. This is one of the things, like I said, what I do with these LS motors. So there she is. I think most people do this. New windage tray, oil pickup, dipstick, oil pan, bolts. All right, there it is. So let's get this oil pan on, and then I gotta clean up parts for the rest of it. All right, well, got the oil pan back on, nothing special there. And we've got valve covers in their first coat of paint, timing cover and center plate in their first coat of paint. There she is. No, it's not a great coat. It's just a tack coat on all three of these. Oh, well, 4 pieces now. All right. And then we have already put the gasket in the rear main seal. Let's wander over here to our gasket set. And here's our rear main seal right here. I just cleaned it up decent. It's not perfect. It's turned a little bit, but it'll be all right. So now all we got left is wait on that stuff to dry, shoot another coat of paint on it, let it dry, and then we'll put it on the motor. All right, and as always, I put the oil pan on first this time, but we'll put a little bit of dabble silicone in all 4 corners, just like that. There's a little dabble, and we'll run around to the back over here, just like so. A little dabble in the corner, and dabble in the corner where all the covers meet. That way, there's no chances of oil seeping past. Yes, next day, I know. And we will bring it back once all the covers are on this joker and it's sitting bolted back up to the transmission so you can see what it looks like. All right, well, almost forgot to finish up this video and show you all what we got. So here's our motor. It's not perfect, but if you remember what it looked like when we started, it looks real good. So only thing we got left to do is put gaskets on these, because I hadn't done that yet. And that's why I left them loose, so I'd go, oh, wait, there's something wrong here. Our red valve covers look pretty good on this little motor. And his theme for that 69 Chevelle is going to be black and red. So I figured black and red with the aluminum heads would look just fine. I thought about painting the block, but I mean, it would come out pretty clean. And there's so much oil and grime on it that it might not stick anyway. And if it didn't, yeah, it would look really bad. So here's what we look like. I think it looks pretty good. And it's ready to go in the car. So there's prepping an LS motor, getting it ready to go. It's a Stone Stock 5.3, and it's now, like I said, ready to go. So if you like the content, like, share, comment, subscribe. Hopefully the next video with this engine will be installing the car and making it go vroom. Yeah, no, that was stupid. All right, y'all have a good one. Later.